Hey, how's it going, guys? Ancient Rune here, back with another Wonderlands build video, and today I will be going over the Spellsplosion update. With the last patch, we got Chaos 35, and we also got some changes to Double Knot, which is a spell shot skill, and the Ice Spike spell. So we changed up some spells a little bit for the strongest version, and we still got our regular soul tower just as great. And I hope you guys enjoy this build as much as I do. Alright, and for the gear, we've got these main stuff. This is the stuff I mainly use. I'll kind of like just scan over these. This is other weapons I'll use. But I just have so much fun with these. I don't really mess with anything else. So here we have the Heirloom of the Murderer. This is pretty much just a spawn of Hydra. It just doesn't really matter what kind of inferior it is. It's just really a spawn of Hydra for Faithful Thralls, for stacking, mainly for like bossing, or if you like want to one-shot something, he'll usually throw these out. I spellcast Frost to boost the Frost spells. Double Knot takes the element of your gun, so I guess if you really want to care about that, you'll do element matching. I just had a lightning one, so I've just been using lightning. Doesn't matter if it's like multi-headed or not, just needs to spawn a Hydra for Faithful Thralls. And then here we have a body rocker. This is a really strong shotgun. It's insane. I've got a regular one. It does even more if you go higher tier. Spellcast Frost, of course. We just use Spellcast because we don't have any way of doing action skills. Spellcast Frost because we're using a Frost gun. You can get more than 3 shots from mag size from myth rank. I've also got a ring here that has shotgun mag size for that. Yeah, this is a really good, definitely bossing single target stuff if you need it. And then this is like my main weapon, the Fear Not. Creates a lightning bolt that chains, really good for mobbing, amazing. I have a volatile one with frost damage. I think the damage can get a little bit higher on volatile version, but this is what I have, and of course you can get a primordial. And then this Twisted Delusion. I don't know how to say it, so if I said it wrong, sorry. But this is mainly just for bossing to apply soak to bosses, so we do deal increased frost damage and lightning damage, I guess, but mainly for the frost. I don't use this for anything else except for applying soaked. Yeah, if you want to use this for bossing, it's great. This is in the new DLC, Coiled Captured, or Captured Coils, whatever it is. You can get it from the mirror, or you could just get it from bunnies. But yeah, I just have this one. And then Frost because of doing Frost spells. And then here, for the melee weapon, I like to use a peg leg. Pretty much any melee weapon with echo does great. Peg leg helps for reload speed for like the body rocker and the inferiors. And then move speed's nice. This is just one I found, so like I don't have anything better. Snake stick, frying pan, cell blade, also a goblin pickaxe would do great for this. I just don't have one with echo that I have. Probably have one somewhere, just can't find it. But yeah. That's what you want here. For melee weapons, I use Spellcast Elemental for this, just because having that diversifying elemental damage really helps. Then for the shields, there's really 2 shields you can use. It's the Curse Wit and the Body Rune. I like to use the Body Rune mainly for the bonus fire damage on this build, because my survivability is fine, where maximum health doesn't restoring maximum health doesn't do much for me because I have everything else, but it still can help. And then you have the Cursed Wit, which is just damage and insane damage, and we have this depleted like all the time because of spell shot stuff. And so yeah, you just want to do this. I like having Spellcast Gun, gives damage to my guns. Yeah, that's what I use for that. And then for the rings, it really just kind of matters what you want. I really like using the mood ring because your shield is not full. You could use rings for spells. You could use rings focused on your guns. You'll see here I have like gun and spell on here. This is some ring someone gave me. I just duped it to have 2 of them. Spell crit, spell rate is amazing. Of course, spell crit damage would be great. So cooldown. Stuff for your guns in the passes would be great. And then you really just want spell and gun damage. Ability damage could be good for blast gas, but that's really all it would do. I wouldn't really focus too much on that. I like to choose guns because I like shooting guns as well from time to time. Even though with this build you don't really have to. And then for the gear, with the change of double knot, you want this armor piece. This is a Spellshot Stabbo. You don't gain anything from the Stabbo, but you do gain stuff from the Spellshot. This is 3 double knot, 2 Spell Sniper, because Spell Sniper helps with crits. And then I use a Warp Paradigm to turn spell damage into ability and melee. This is for the ability damage. For blast gas, you could also use an amalgam, which is the 5 passives. I have one for a different armor piece. This is what I used in the old version of SPELLSPLOSION. It still works great, by the way. You could still use this. But this is what I use now with the double knot. You could also use the Cape of Tides if you find one. I have this one. Nothing special. But I found that usually enemies were dead before you could get the Water Nova on them with the crit. So I went with the Warp Paradigm, and I don't have an amalgam to try. And then, of course, you still have this blast gas if you want, but I found that I don't really need it. Get some passives. You want like all damage, area damage, spell damage, just stuff with spells. Ability damage would be nice for blast gas, gun stuff, of course, move speed, just all that kind of stuff. Very good flexible amount for this, as it's mainly a gun hybrid with spells, but you mainly just need spells. So before we get to spells, we'll go over the amulet. I use the Skeep. Skeep is amazing. This is pretty much all I use. I have a sacrificial Skeep with frosted spell power, spell shot power. This is really all you need. It's just great. I have mag size and all damage. Pretty much all damage is all you need. Mag size is great for your guns. And then I have a lightning damage one here as well. Not as good, but it works. Skeep's great for survivability because it does a healing nova and also a second wind target, and can also activate kill skills if you really need it. That's why I love Skeep so much. You could probably mess with some other things, but this is what I like the most. Now for spells. These are right now the strongest spells you can use right now. The triple ice spikes. I have them with extra projectile and spell damage. I duped these so I could have 2 of them. First off, we'll go over the enchantments. All damage and ability damage dealt. Same thing as last build. These 4 enchants can be swapped out for anything. I guess technically these as well. You just need frost damage, elemental damage, gun damage, and ability. But you could also have like here, this crossway does lightning damage. I have lightning damage here, so it could matter. If you want frost damage, you can put it on instead of gun damage, and then you have constant frost damage there. But then you just have less to your guns, but that's fine. So yeah, these triple ice spikes are the main thing, but there's a bunch of other things you can use. Twister, the impaling ice spike still works amazing. Quaking Sunder, Sigil's nice for just boosting your damage if you want to go all guns. Glacial Cascade, and then Tidebreaker to apply Soaked. There's other ones like Arcane Bolt. Calamities are great. It's just not as much spells as I enjoy, so I don't really have them on the save. I really just like using the stuff I enjoy instead of like what's strong too as well. But sometimes what I enjoy is also strong. Like these Fear Nouts and Body Rockers, tons of fun, but they're also really strong. Same with these ice spikes and these ice spike shells. Tons of fun, but also really strong. And I just have this Buffmeister here, but I haven't used it in forever. Like, you don't need a Buffmeister on this build at all. It's never needed. But yeah, that's it for the gear. There's other things you could use, but this is what I like for this build. And then for the skill tree, nothing has changed at all with the skill tree. It's the same thing. So if you want to look back at the stuff, I'll try. But I'll explain Double Knot. Double Knot changed in last patch. This is mainly why I'm doing this update. And why it's changed so much in armor piece. When you score a crit hit with a spell, deals bonus gun damage of his gun's element. This applies to your spell. It takes Double Knot's formula is your spell damage formula, so based off of what your final spell hit is, times the Double Knot's percent, which here it's 21%, what we have, and then it gets your gun damage formula, which is crazy. It doesn't get your gun card damage, it doesn't get your AoE or magic bullets, but that's fine. It still does an insane amount of damage because it's double dipping your like all damage bonuses, which is nuts. Getting that is crazy, and I don't know why they changed this, but they did. So yeah, that's pretty much why we go Double Knot there. Everything's really the same here. So got this. We still get Capstone. And so the reason why we went to here instead of just hitting Double Knot, you can get one in Blast Gas with this, is because you could get a Blast Gas armor with Graveborn power, but it was recently found out that even though it says it here, Blast Gas damage at the bottom, Graveborn power does not actually increase Blast Gas damage right now. That is obviously a bug, and that'll probably eventually be fixed soon, hopefully. But yeah, so that's mainly why we don't go Blast Gas, and so it just benefits us also to get more spell power, spell shot power, and so yeah, that's it for the skill tree. Alright, that's it for the update of SPELLSPLOSION. I hope you guys enjoyed and love the power that has been brought more. Spellshot's pretty dumb. I do hope it gets nerfed. And with nerfs come, I'll be updating it again. Hopefully not soon, because making videos suck, but it is what it is. And more Spellshot videos coming. I've got some cool Berserker, Clawbringer, and Spore Warden setups. And a Stabbo setup. All with Spellshot that I love and doing, and I hope to see you guys there as well. Peace.